What is going on, everyone? It is your boy CJR Sports, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. It's not one of the fantasy football or Giants or the daily news. This is something a little bit different. There's been a lot of controversy going around. Should Saquon be traded? That's one, and then Baker Mayfield recently going to the Carolina Panthers. And they already have Sam Darnold. So, in this video, we're going to try to figure out, was Saquon Barkley the correct pick for the New York Football Giants? And so, as we kind of go through, this is the first round of the 2018 draft class. We have Baker Mayfield, Saquon Barkley, Sam Darnold, Denzel Ward, Bradley Chubb, Quentin Nelson, Josh Allen, Roquan Smith, Mike McGlinchey, Josh Rosen, Mika Fitzpatrick, Vita Vea, Daron Payne, Marcus Davenport, Colton Miller, Tremaine Edmonds, Derwin James, Jair Alexander, Leighton Vander Esch, Frank Ragnow, Billy Price, Rashad Evans, Isaiah Wynn, DJ Moore, Hayden Hurst, Calvin Ridley, Rashad Penny, Terrell Edmonds, Tavon Bryant, Mike Hughes, Sonny Michel, and Lamar Jackson. So this was the famous draft class where there's 5 quarterbacks in the first round. And they were talking about how, this was going to be the future of the NFL, with all 5 of these going into a situation where they're going to be starting right away. Baker Mayfield was starting right away. Sam Darnold was starting right away. Josh Allen was starting right away. Josh Rosen was starting right away. But Lamar was the only quarterback that technically sat behind someone, and that was Joe Flacco at the time, who has already won an MVP. He's working on getting his second extension, his second deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and you can argue that he is a top 5 to 8 quarterback in the league. Josh Allen got his second, he was the first 2 seasons with the Buffalo Bills. He had accuracy issues, but everyone knew he was a great athlete under Brian Daboll. He was able to get everything kind of going and fixing mechanically wise. And the scheme, they end up getting Stephon Diggs to really help him, and he's a $300 million man now, and considered to be one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. We cannot say the same for the other 3. Josh Rosen, is practice squad. You can even say, a third string for the Atlanta Falcons right now. And Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are competing with each other for the Carolina Panthers. So those are the teams that they were drafted and where they are now. So the whole point of this video, was Saquon Barkley the correct pick for the New York Giants? Well, if you want to go just off the rookie season, yes. He was a Rookie of the Year, Pro Bowl caliber, All-Pro caliber player his rookie season. But things slowly turned for the Giants and turned for Saquon, and injuries really hit him. And so we're going to kind of look at the first 6 to 8 picks of now what we know, almost 4 years later. Now what we know, was Saquon Barkley the correct pick? So we can't say about Baker Mayfield because he was taken before Saquon Barkley. So Sam Darnold, I would have preferred Saquon Barkley over Sam Darnold. Denzel Ward, one of the best corners in the league. I would have probably taken Denzel Ward over Saquon Barkley, especially with the corner and the secondary that technically the Giants have now. I would love Denzel Ward and Adoree Jackson. If we didn't have to sign Adoree Jackson, if we had James Bradberry and Denzel Ward, that would be a fantastic cornerback room. I probably would have taken Saquon Barkley over Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb being very injury prone and still hasn't had that breakout season. We have seen that breakout season with Saquon Barkley. We still haven't seen that breakout season with Bradley Chubb, who had Von Miller playing alongside him. So I think for this case, I would have probably take Saquon Barkley over Bradley Chubb. Quentin Nelson, our offensive line has been a revolving door. We still we're still looking for that guard on, our left guard, and we made a previous video about that, about the Giants left guard. But I would have easily taken Quentin Nelson, especially what we know now, and that he can play all 5 positions on the offensive line. He is arguably the best offensive lineman in the league, if not at least the best guard in the National Football League. He does everything right. He has made the entire Colts offensive line much, much, much better, and they're half the reason why they're considered to be one of the best groups in the NFL. And I would love to have that on the Giants, and for the future, not just for the past 3 or 4 seasons, but for the next 10 years. Josh Allen, I think that's an obvious answer. I would have easily taken Josh Allen over Saquon. Roquan Smith, the way that running backs and linebackers are kind of underlooked in this day and age of the NFL. But I would have taken now Roquan Smith probably over Saquon Barkley too, especially with our linebacking room. And we also have to look about it from the Giants' perspective. Like, besides Blake Martinez, we don't have a linebacker, and we're spending almost $10 million for Blake Martinez this year, who's coming off an ACL tear. So if that's the question, I would prefer Roquan Smith over Blake Martinez, and if that's the case, I would prefer Roquan Smith over Saquon Barkley. Mike McGlinchey, with him being a little bit older and him still haven't had that breakout season at right tackle. I know he has looked a little bit better since Trent Williams has came in there, but still, when he was the lead bell cow tackle and on that team, he did not look the best. I still would prefer Saquon Barkley. And the last pick, Josh Rosen, you can even consider him still not even be in the NFL at this point. Easily Saquon Barkley. So, was Saquon the right pick? I think with his production out of Penn State, he was going to be a top 5 pick either way. Roquan Smith wasn't. Josh Allen you can consider, and Quentin Nelson you can consider to be top 5 picks that fell. So, out of the top 7, I would say I would have taken Denzel Ward, Quentin Nelson, and Josh Allen out over Saquon, but I would have preferred Saquon over Sam Darnold, Roquan Smith, Mike McGlinchey, and Josh Rosen. That answers your question. And I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. Let me know in the comments what your guys' thoughts about the Giants having Saquon Barkley, and when they, in 2018, were you shocked they want the running back over a quarterback? Or let me know if there was someone else that you would have taken. Maybe there's data, and of course, like, we can go Lamar, but, like, is there someone besides quarterback? Would you have taken, like, Calvin Ridley over Saquon Barkley? Would you have taken Frank Ragnow, who's one of the best centers in the league, over Saquon Barkley? So let me know down in the comments if there's someone that you would have preferred to take over Saquon Barkley that's not in the top 10. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And it's your boy CJ Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.